east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, number 2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State.
Sometimes we can make NFL football so complicated, Mike. There's different schemes, the personnel, different approaches to how to...
Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game. Chris Paul Jr. paying immediate dividends with a sack in his first NFL game.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. That's the safety, Cameron Curl. And the Rams are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
First carry here for Kyron Williams. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
He'll get out of bounds. A gain of 8. That's going to be good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Stafford. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Davante Adams. The down ran. And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed. So replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
Makes the score Rams 7, Texans nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Traymon Smith on the return. Oh-ho! He's to midfield. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
The Rams 44-yard line.
First carry for Joe Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
2nd down at the Rams 43-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It is a big-time play for Houston. 36 yards. Schultz, the motion man. Now, Stroud. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Mixon trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down.
And he barrels his way into the end zone.
Touchdown,
Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans.
Lining up for the extra point.
Fairbairn, good on the point after. And the Texans will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. So, Greg, here come the Rams, and for a minute there in the offseason, maybe this would have looked very differently, but Matthew Stafford is back. Sean McVay is here. And I don't know about you, but when I see those two together, I get worried if I'm on the other side of the field.
I'll tell you what, you think back just a couple years ago, they swing for the fences, Mike. They do the blockbuster trade to get Stafford from Detroit to L.A. It leads to a Super Bowl and then some tough times. They kind of fell into a little bit of a ditch trying to rebuild that roster that they mortgaged the future on. And I think what really gets your attention the most, for as good as Cooper Kupp was, now he's gone, as good as Puka Nacua is, and the offense now going to run through him, it's that defense, Mike. These young defenders they have on that side of the ball, they're fast, they play physical. I think it's now turned into a little more of a defensive-led team, which is hard to believe when you're talking about an offense led by Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay.
Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Mike, I really didn't even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. So here come the Texans, and Greg, this is a good run. Back-to-back division titles, back-to-back 10-7 seasons. Question now for this Texans franchise. What's the next step? How do they take the step to join the big teams in the AFC?
Well, I'm with you, and I think after the promise of 2 years ago in C.J. Stroud and that great rookie season, DeMeco Ryans' year 1 as a head coach, even though they won the division, Mike, there was a bit of a regression. I think anybody who watched them, anyone who studied said this wasn't exactly the Texans, especially on the offensive side of the ball, that we saw in year past. So as that division continues to get better, they're not going to have the luxury of 6 games a year where they're the better roster. So they've got to improve. They've got a new look offense with a new offensive coordinator. What impact does that have on the development of C.J. Stroud? As C.J. Stroud develops, as he goes, the rest of that locker room and team, they're going to go right alongside him.
Rams offense back onto the field for their next possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest gain.
2nd down, it's Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's got it. Good work there to take it to the 47 and set up 1st down.
It's a gain of 8.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Tutu Atwell was the one he was looking for.
It's 2nd down and 10.
It's 2nd down. They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Coro. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And caught by Puka. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away well short of the 1st down marker. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. And that is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Kamari Lassiter on the coverage.
Stafford gonna give it to Cora. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So, 1st quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We're back in Southern California in a moment. 2nd quarter now, Rams in control of the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. 3rd here, man, Will Anderson. Taking him down for the 1st sack of this new campaign.
33-yard line.
2nd down. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. Down the left sideline. And he's into the end zone. Kyron Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And they are unable to tag on the extra point. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Texans offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Greg, when you look at the AFC South, there's an appreciation for what the Houston Texans have done. A couple of different quarterbacks, a couple of different head coaches. They've really been the team over the last several years that has been the team to beat in this division. And for the others, there's been moments. The question is, what pieces can they put together to try to knock Houston off the top?
Yeah, and you know, nobody wants to be in a rebuild, right, Mike? Your coach got fired probably for a reason. You're drafted at the top of the draft order for a reason. Typically means things didn't go great. But if you're going to rebuild, I'll tell you, you want to do it in a division where there's a lot of wins on your schedule, and that's certainly the AFC South over the last couple of years. So as bad as things feel with your Jacksonville and Tennessee, the fact that there's not a big dog in your division your ability to find yourself climbing up the ladder is not as far as away as it might seem in the moment.
And Greg, I've heard you say a bunch of times, if you have a quarterback, you have a chance. Well, both of the teams at the bottom of the division last year, Jacksonville and Tennessee, they've got #1 overall picks as their quarterbacks. One who's been around for a bit in Trevor Lawrence and one who's recently been drafted in Cam Ward. They have to be #1 overall pick performers for these teams to come challenge at the top.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And with Trevor Lawrence, like, we've seen him play top-tier #1 overall, got a big new contract. And we've seen him play franchise quarterback level ball. It just hasn't been frequent enough. And then, of course, in Tennessee with Cam Ward, we're not sure what it's going to look like, but we knew in college he was incredible. So if they get the Cam Ward we saw last year at Miami, if he brings that culture-changing presence on and off the field in that locker room to Tennessee, I wouldn't be surprised to see Jacksonville and Tennessee higher up that list.
54-yard attempt.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will cut the lead from 6 down to 3. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field.
Ready.
Drive begins with a run by Williams. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a cover.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford unloads downfield looking for Nakua. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Stephen Evans in punt formation for the Rams.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Texans offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. This one intercepted. Picked off by Darius Williams.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
He'll find his tight end. It's Colby Parkinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Speed on the tackle. A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
They'll go again with Williams. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Back over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way the defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
They'll run, and it's running Rivers. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Has to get this to the 20. Here's third down.
And 9.
On play action, it's Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. Stafford to throw it. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll take this one in. Touchdown, L.A. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. The extra points from Hardy is good. And the Rams add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard
Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. From 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. On play action. Stroud. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Jared Verse getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season. A second down throw for Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
But it's third down.
Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return, it's Covey. Oh, looked like he drove at a seam for a moment, but is taken down after a solid return. From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. Second down and 3.
6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 41-yard line.
It's another run here for Williams. Williams hit, and he loses the football.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction,
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look.
After review of the play.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Stafford now on third down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Stafford on target to Puka. And the Rams have a first down.
And the Rams first down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. Good coverage there by a good corner, Derek Stingley. He'll try again here. Second and 10. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Texans offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
First down, Houston.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. Plus is 25 seconds till halftime.
Texans.
1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Jared Hurst. What a way to kick off the new year. 2 sacks in the first half of the opener. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Britton Covey now on the return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. There you see Sean McVay, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Rams. His team heading back onto the field. And, Greg, they have had their way right from the start in this season opener. You get that sometimes. You don't know what week one's going to bring, but this has got to be awfully satisfying.
Oh, there's no question. It gives such value to all the work that you did all offseason, all the way back to OTAs in the spring, and then through the dog days of training camp. Everyone wants to start the season strong. You're 0-0. Everyone in the league has Super Bowl aspirations. Every fan base thinks it's their year. And then to come out and to deliver, especially on the offensive side of the ball, it's really the ideal way to set up the rest of your season and try to stay on track.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Texans offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Stroud. A throw on the move is caught. So they mark him down just shy of the 40. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
First down.
They'll go play action with Stroud. And he gets that one complete to Collins. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Stroud going to set up the throw. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Stroud. He's got his man complete to Dell. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. Now, Stroud. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Texans 17.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to take over possession of the football. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. Now Stafford. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
It looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. Third and long coming up.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua, and that is incomplete.
I think the second that ball left his hand, he wanted to pull it immediately back. I mean, he is lucky, Mike. That ball didn't end up going the other way. He almost gifted them a short field and maybe even some points.
The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with first and 10. Here's Stroud. This one complete to Jordan. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 38 now, here is second and 6.
38-yard line.
Throwing is Stroud. Got his man. It's Kurtz. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
And it's third down.
Here we go.
To throw is Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drop.
Here come the Rams as their offense drops back onto the field. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. On the give, it's Williams. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. From the 23, here's second down and 7. On play action, it's Stafford. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down.
Ready?
The shotgun snap to Stafford. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
A run here with Mixon. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
All right.
They'll run here with Mixon. This time the slang becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
Another
play.
shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal.
The 9-yard line.
Now Stroud. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he'll take it on in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Covey now on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. They'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Rams offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Back to throw is Stafford. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. A handoff running left is Cora. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They will work the middle with Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Stroud to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. This one could be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
6 catches for him in the ballgame now. And this one's good for a 1st down. The break the huddle coming up now for 1st and 10.
All right.
Dell, the motion man. On play action. Stroud. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down and 3.
To throw, it's Stroud. Open man, that's Collins. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
And the Texans 1st down.
On the quick, right?
Now receiver coming around. He's got the pop pass.
Joe Mixon.
Trying to find someplace to go, but there's nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Brings up 2nd down.
All right.
At the Rams 44-yard line.
2nd down throws for Stroud. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Number 3, Tank Dell. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's in. Take down. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans have taken a 4-point advantage.
31. Rams 27.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Hovey now on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Rams offense ready to get back at it. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40.
A give, and here comes Williams. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
10 more yards.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback. Because this defense, they're onto it. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. What to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
It's 2nd down.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Exiting the pocket right. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Here we go. From the gun, here's Stroud.
C.J. Stroud.
They win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
That's fielded at about the 18. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do. A 1st down throw for Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain on the play.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case,
the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Will Anderson, he works his way in to record the 2nd sack of his young career. 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Stroud going to set up to throw. The right side, and Kirk's got it. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark. The Texans set to punt this one away, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Oh, that is terrific.
The Rams take over.
Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line. The Rams offense ready to take over once again. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Williams. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
And that's going to be enough for 1st down. Move the chains up past the 20.
And all he can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And it'll be brought down shy of 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks.
And the offensive line was a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Right side, complete to Nakua. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down.
From the 41. Here's 2nd down and 2. A run now with Rivers. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll throw complete to Blake Corum. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd
Ball on
and
the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Formation for the Rams.
Here comes Smith on the return. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Now, Stroud. Oh, in trouble, and down And he goes. The Rams going to use the first of their timeouts.
A loss of 5 yards. And it's third down. 3rd and 10.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Back to throw. Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Covey now on the return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense drops back onto the field. Here is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Tyler Higbee was the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. To the left side, and Adams has it. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
15 yards on the play. And the Rams, 1st down.
Stafford now to throw on 1st down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Intended for
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. To the air again. Stafford. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing again is Stafford. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. On the give, this is Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was taken
Try
down
again.
behind the line of
It's
scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
They'll go right back to Mixon. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done. One final chance for this defense. And here's 3rd down. So it's a win here for the Texans. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign.